The what? I ain't making the what?
And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I lost that. That's why I thought you were jumping.
So Kentucky's offense will get the ball first.
Yeah.
And greeting them as a linebacking.
Oh, and one year I didn't think I made it, but I did.
Tackling with aggression. Any
Yeah.
suggestions on how to work around it?
Yeah, I think you're correct. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The hand to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. Now, you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
On his way from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's complete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level.
Got some room, head to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain with the defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays. You got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He's got it down the middle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get 7. Great job covering. Make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Corrals it at the 45. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of the yardage he could on the punt return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Zings it complete to the right. After the filthy move, he's got room. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they press zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up first without scoring. The give to the lone running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Gators are marching down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's going for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he takes this from inside the... And the ball comes out. Ball-biting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Well, they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They're working that left side. Got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finally running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Slings it downfield. He's got it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The give to they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Got him, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with the speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. But take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fakes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the run from inside zone 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense will play it safe and take a knee and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. With the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gets the back moving. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Graves. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you've got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll try to help.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Gator! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by a field goal.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They go to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. Breaks into the open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they could move the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Gators line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play there inside the 15 and the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They'll run it on 1st and goal. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start on the next opponent. This one's over.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, this is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Back to work in the final period of this one. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they use this half. The give to the back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO.
Oh, what a move to get open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Handoff to the single running back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmaker.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Jumped outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Grab near the marker. It's Addison. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Jet sweep to the receiver. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Looks it in at the 40. He's going to get loose. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, it took all the momentum with him out of bounds. This offense has it with a really good field position. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Just complete and utter double.
conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. NBA Sports College Football Chris Rock, joined as always by Kirk Hersher. Let's get right to the action. Bringing it out, it's Kramer. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Gators offense is on the field first today. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It's just so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
To go with the ground game here, right back takes the handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He's got the first and still going. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this offensive coordinator knew he was coming into a tough environment right away, going to some plays that he thinks have a chance to be successful. And how about this run play here to get things started on the opening drive?
Solid game, moves the ball to the 36. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. It's going to be tough for the visitors today.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Knocks him up 10 yards. A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. That's reeled in. It's Kramer. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down. To the 45. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
The tackle, it looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. His first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Gators are in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. Going toward the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And Kirk, how cool is this matchup? We got an elite quarterback. We talked about the opportunity to face a corner on the other side who's just as elite.
You know, anytime that you're a corner and you consider yourself the best in the country, there's no better opportunity than going up against one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Let's see who can step up and show that they're the better player. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. They'll run across the 20 to the 22. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk. In a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games for the New Year's. What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both trying to gain for that first down as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Scanning the field. It's Royer. Looking right. This one caught. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the run. It started at 28. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. First and 10 play coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's so early in this game. You never avoid this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. We begin the quarter with a crucial playoff and setting up for this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. Fires it to the right out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the defense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's Royer. Defense is coming after him. Heavy pressure. He lets it go.
He just has to be protected better. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Vols will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. On first and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Let's get set. A second down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Let's it go. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going. The Gators pick up 1st down yards to keep the drive going. And the running back takes the handoff. Not much on that play. Left down short. And Anthony Kirk already evident this kind of rivalry game. Looking at one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What's different about that?
I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here to approach the half. 2nd down after that previous play. And he's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Gators will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 40-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the tailback's got it again. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss over here. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball.
Oh!
And is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. It's Royer. Throws to the tight end. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. A deep shot right down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Volunteers will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw. Nice accuracy.
accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second and goal, handed to him again. And he'll be sorted right at the line for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
So a timeout is called. Talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Buying time. Moving to his left. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gators.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Point after, up and good. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. You make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Collins with our halftime update.
Fellas, Florida, Tennessee never disappoints. We figured this could be a dynamite matchup all week, and it has delivered. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes the knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Back to pass. It's Royer. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Game just good enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the feet.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, anytime you come out trailing in the second half, you have the football. You want some momentum. You want to be able to get things started. This is not how they envision getting the second half going. With a sack here on third down, you're on your side of the field, 2 scores down. That's a huge play by this defense to start this second half.
Coming in motion now. Second down, looking to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Vols will have to punt this one away. See if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Gators offense retakes the field. Looking for some space. It's Braves. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He picks up the first, looking for more. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. The run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll throw it now. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. They're going to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. That time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun the linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Hey, guys up front, line up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. It's a solid gain on the ground. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Now near the goal line. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or 4th later today.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards to the end zone. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter play. Looks like a player is down injured in that last play. We'll take a timeout when they check it out. And as we take a break to flip into the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to throw. It's Royer. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. We saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw, catch made. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. A new set of downs after that completion. It's a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made after a... And the Vols looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Catch made, but the defense defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Second down and goal upcoming. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The offense retakes the field. Last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Oh, good.
It's a good effort there. Right now it's third down. To come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete with his hit as he threw the football there on third down.
You see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just.
And looking for a big play here. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Looking to pass. It's Royer. Gets rid of it on the move. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Receiver in motion now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Nice grab there. Will be enough for a first down, but they say he was out of bounds. Bring up fourth down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Working clock with the ground game. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's hit, runs, and throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He lets it go on the move. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a two-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
To the air, it's Royer. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And the Volunteers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. It's a 1st and 10 play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. Gets loose. Looks like he's going to run it. Finds some room at the 25. They'll avoid the big hit to the side. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He'll try a pass here. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Here comes a handoff. He could go. First down and more. He's still running. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That's an important first down on their running play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to 43.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down there, and that will do it for the game. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them
The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense will start this game off. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a second here and talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D-line, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Gators are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. Picked up. That's number 15 on the year.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ball they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? And I think that's one of the most important qualities of the quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State, looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Knocked off his feet. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
There's just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Gator! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. All kinds of time before he fires right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion and the shortest throw on the field. The quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. You can tell they got it so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with it. Nice job getting tackle for us.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Kramer. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Gators want to move quickly. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. When a defense is backed up like this, you've got nothing to lose anyway. They're aggressive and create the negative play.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, Reese, and it seems like at this point...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, even if you've already done it. So, of course, you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. He's past the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
At halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to let them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. It's complete to the left. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of the gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open fields, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. And the Gators have chomped down, and they've put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the 2nd half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the chute, quick toss to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, in your ears back, get the nice first down sound.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal played.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Right back to the well. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the fullback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Touchdown, Gator! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And off from the shotgun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
Pulls in the deep ball. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're entering. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the...
Going the other way, and he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but...
He uncorks one deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defensive pass interference time.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, keep the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like you're going to beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headline.